Hello. I am Hipp Gustavson, and I am from Teadajärvi. I will knee to this pole because I have a knee surgery earlier, so sorry for that. So not in the center. But first of all, really nice to see a lot of friendly faces here. Want to ask from you, how many of you are working in ICT already? Hands up. How many are thinking of joining ICT? Good, that's really good to hear.
Okay.
And how many are maybe considering changing their career totally and looking for new ideas? Oh, really nice, really nice. That's great to hear. So maybe I can inspire you with my speech today here. I will talk about a little about myself. And then also some key takeaways that I have learned, and hopefully it will inspire you to consider taking this ICT career or proceeding there and take up bigger challenges.
Yeah, okay, it's like
So I am from Tallinn, from Estonia, and I have 6 siblings. I'm married, I speak several languages, Swedish and Spanish. I'm quite poor, but beginner still. Then I am also following a lot of topics like ICT, GDPR, UX, DevOps, Agile, banking, leasing. And I have been working in ICT area 22 years. And here are some cool pictures of my family. And maybe here, nice to mention, as we are today in Riga, that also I have a nephew who is Latvian. So I'm an aunt to one Latvian small Oscars. So thanks to my sister. And then moving on, education journey for me has been quite long. I have been studying information science. It means that this is more of the database, digitalization, 3D, all that. And then also done informatics. I completed multimedia studies, and then moved on and took another step back and learned bachelor on system analysis. And at the moment, I think that this lifelong studying is keeping me alive. So I want to learn constantly something new. So I applied to Tartu University. I applied for 2 different areas. I applied for medical doctor, and I applied for law. And I couldn't get into a medical doctor, but I got into law. So now I have been studying 3 years law. And why so is that ICT and these other areas, they are crossing the borders, and you can make something better out of knowing several areas simultaneously. For instance, if you know medical part and know IT, then you can be in medical ICT, which is a huge industry. And law is also applicable in almost all the information systems where you are processing personal data or any kind of payments, etc. Or is it some kind of public information system? So definitely it will support me to grow further. So if you are studying, hands maybe if you are studying in university, from here, anyone? Huh? Some? I encourage to take that path definitely, and don't be humble. If you find time, you can also take several areas, and then actually it enables you to be stronger and have more knowledge. And also several courses in ICT. These are these buzzwords, basically the GDPR, General Data Protection expert. I have the certified from Tallinn, and then also Prince 2 practitioner, DevOps, Scrum, ETL. These are all the keywords. Hope you are a bit familiar with those. So I will not go into details here. And then moving forward, career. It sounds like something like how to say, like something really important. But for me, I'm really down to earth, and I have been actually working in several organizations, so I don't make it as a big important thing for me, but it's a natural thing to do. So my career's journey actually started. Why do I have here this picture of bread? Is my first job was in a bread factory, and I was 14 years old, and basically my job was to take the bread out of the oven and put to shelves, because Soviet times the bread was not packaged but sold in the shops in shelves, in wooden shelves. So what I had to do, I had to look if the bread looked okay, if there were no disformities. So I was doing like a bread quality assurance, and in ICT there is a testing, it's a quality assurance, it's a big area. So in a way I was already doing back then, so long time ago, quality assurance for the bread. But now moving on to later stages, when actual career started, I started as a practitioner in Innova. First of all, I was working on library system. It was really boring. I wouldn't recommend this area maybe to everybody, but at least for me. But it was my first job, and this my first lady boss actually is until now recommending me to moving forward if I'm making my career changes. So we are really good friends. And then I moved on to Statistical Office of Estonia. I know that in Latvia you have the same organization. So first as an IT project manager, but then I was promoted to be a development manager. So I was leading the whole statistical office development. And maybe from 2007, you remember that you had also this dwelling and population census in Latvia. It was held in 3 different countries, in Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, and we were actually doing there collaboration with Latvia as well. Can we maybe use the same devices for census? And it was definitely interesting times. What it means that this statistical office actually creates the first like a result of the census is that how many people are living in Latvia basically, or how many people are living in Estonia. It's a really important figure because it's the basis of all economical calculations. So if you don't have that, then you don't have everything else neither, if you talk about like economical dimensions. Then I moved on to Estonian Educational Ministry, and I put together a 3D vocational curriculum for Estonia. So and it is used still. Then I thought that maybe to discover more of the private sector, and then I joined Eesti Energia, and you have in Latvia, you have Latvenergo. So, and we did a collaboration with Latvenergo as well a lot, and maybe good to mention here that what was the key highlights from that period is that in Estonia we have now power outage SMSs. If the power goes out, then you will get an SMS that when it will be put back. And earlier, before that, actually everybody were calling to the call centers. So, and the call centers were flooded. So this problem was solved then. And also I was then also part of this opening of an energy market. This project we did that time as well. Now we know what the impact is, and now we are moving maybe back. We will have fixed fees, etc. And then moving forward, then I was invited to centralize IT in Environmental Ministry of Estonia, and then we created a new organization called Chemit. And there are a lot of interesting subtopics. We were updating Estonian weather service. So a new website was launched during that time. Also flight weather service, then Estonian Forest Registry, and the list goes on. It's like a huge number of various environmental information systems. And then I have been doing also some voluntary work or tried to participate in that, meaning that I have been part of Estonian Geoinformatic Society and being their board 2 years. And also I have been contributing to World Cleanup Day. You know World Cleanup Day, you have also this. So I have been doing just simple programming there. And then moved forward to top office, meaning that government office in Estonia is Office of Prime Minister. So I worked as an IT advisory for 2 Estonian prime ministers. And during that period, we were doing Estonia 100, and you had 1 year later, you had Latvia 100. So there are various systems related to that. You need to have, like, we had some gifting solution, then it was all related to TV show and maps, etc. So it was really interesting time. And then I joined Tieto, and I have been here now for 5 years almost. So, and initially it was Tieto, but now it's Tieto Every. And I will talk about a little bit further about Tieto Every. Do you know this company named Tieto or Every or anyone? Oh, so many. So cool. Yes, Tieto has been in Latvia many years and has quite large entity, legal entity in Riga. It's almost 800 people, and now it's Tieto Every. We merged with Every company. So I will speak about a little bit about Tieto Every. I know several of you know, but we are an organization of 24,000 people globally. And we have more than 10,000 customers, and we are serving over 90 countries globally. So you can imagine how big is that. For instance, the island of Saaremaa, the biggest island in Estonia, there are inhabitants. There are approximately 30,000. So the company is almost the same size as all the population of island of Saaremaa. So you can imagine the capacity. And here are also some revenue numbers, and also maybe to say here that we are constantly investing to technology and our services as well. And when I joined Tieto, I was initially development manager, but later on moved forward, and now I'm head of ECFS. ECFS is a core banking solution and leasing solution that we are serving our customers in Baltic countries. So if you are more interested, please, in the end I have my contacts, so you can ping me. And also, good to mention here that we are hiring in Baltics as well. So in Estonia, in Latvia and Lithuania, in our team, we have ECFS team, we have employees in Estonia, in Latvia, and in Lithuania, also in India. So that's from this diversity aspect. And then moving forward of Tieto Every diversity and inclusion commitments, what we have agreed within this Tieto Every. So the aim is to have good blend of age and background groups. Each manager will be ensured by female succession plan. This is our aim. And also there is an aim that the proportion of female leaders equal to or greater than the overall share of female employees. We have a target 2026 to have at least 40% of employees to be female, and to have 2030 total gender equality. At the moment in ECFS team we have approximately it's 70-30, so we are almost there actually. And I see daily that when new team members are joining, I can say that software developers are now happen to be female, and it wasn't the trend earlier. and also test engineers. And of course, quality assurance part has been also female, heavy female populated, but then product owners, project managers, these can be done well by everyone, and it has been so earlier. But also then I have some conclusions or takeaways what I have learned, and maybe some suggestions for all of you that have a courage. So ICT is not a rocket science. I am a living example of it. And be bold, take up new challenges, never give up. So if you, then curiosity, follow the industry, meaning that find time to follow what is happening in the industry, because ICT is constantly changing, something new is coming up. So it is good to be up to date. Acquire new knowledge. Also, don't be afraid of asking questions. It's totally okay to ask questions if you don't understand something. And I am also constantly relying on more aware colleagues if I don't know certain area, and this is totally okay. Request mentoring. It is really good way to enter to new field. I saw your earlier several hands are considering to moving to ICT. So don't feel humble when you are joining such company or our company. Then please ask for mentoring. There should be someone supporting you on the way for onboarding, and keep your brain challenged. Learn something that is really challenging you. It can be something that, for instance, I don't know, play drums or learn golf. I started to learn golf and I sucked on it, but still it's really good entertainment. So and it keeps you fresh. Have confidence. So believe in yourself and rely on your intuition. And then if you fail, then fail fast. Don't sit on the topic. Move on, be agile. And consistency, be persistent. Try to be from reactive to proactive, so that you will not be on the firefighter mode constantly, but you will think steps ahead. And self-motivate yourself. The people who have joined ICT, whom I have seen, who have this self-motivation to learn ICT, are usually very successful and grip the topic quite fast. Consciousness. Be empathetic. And this is also female strength, I believe so. And balance with your ideas, and be flexible. So someone might have some better ideas, and it's good to listen as well. And if you see someone in need, help and support. Simple things, no-brainer. And then if you are on certain level that you can already coach some others and empower, then don't hold back to that as well. So it is really rewarding, and actually when you are teaching others or doing some KT, and then you will get reverse KT, and then you understand what you need to change in yourself. So actually it's really important as well. And also last, have a work and life balance. So rest your mental and physical health. So take time, and also prioritize. Yes, you can reprioritize certain things. You can prioritize things not to be happening also. Don't over hustle. Focus. And also then I must say that it has been a really fun journey for me. So have fun yourself as well. Don't forget that. Smile. So thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you so much,
that was Hipp Gustavson, head of EasyFS software development, Tieto Every.